Good evening, gang. I'm out here filming another video, and I had a thought. It's not been too terribly long ago that someone on Facebook issued the challenge, and honestly, I really wish I could remember who it was, and I've looked through my phone to try to figure out who it is, and I can't find it. So I don't know who to give credit to this challenge. Man, I'm burning up. Let me move here so I can get away from the fire. Anyway, the challenge is to make charcloth without the benefit of a modern container, Altoids tin, whatever, a metal tin basically. And I think they've verbalized it as an improvised container. Well, I've tried this a couple times and it works pretty good. You don't need an improvised container. You don't need a container to make charcloth. So let me show you how this goes. Basically just take a green sapling, split it, and honestly I don't think it needs to be green, but that's the way I go, so my stick doesn't catch on fire. I use denim, 100% cotton. Just kind of split it up in between and loosely wrap it around. That split is just so it sticks, so you don't take the chance of losing it down on the fire. Now let me get this fire stoked back up so there's flames, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I've already cut a swatch off, which you saw me put or weave into the stick. Bring this over. Alright, there's the jeans. Get back over the fire so you can see me work here. And I'm going to try to keep this in frame. There's a lot going on at once, so maybe a bit delayed. But a long time ago I read up on how they used to make charcloth a couple hundred years ago, and this was the main way they did it, at least from the research I've done. Just throw it in the fire, catch it on fire. Now you're not going to get the charcloth we're used to. It's all black, 100% charcloth. Catch it on fire, let it burn for a minute. Bring it down here. Let it burn, let it burn. Snuff it out. Now, here's the deal. This is going to smolder for a good long time. And I don't know if you can see, like right here, where my finger is, bring it up a little bit. There are char marks all over this pair of jeans from doing this. I've done it 3 or 4 times, I think, on this pair of jeans, where I've wrapped it up and snuffed it out. So basically, this right here is my improvised container, I guess, if you really want to call it that. Just wrap it up nice and tight, keep the pressure on, keep it to where the oxygen can't get to the burning or the ember in there, and just keep the pressure on for, I don't know, a couple minutes, and it'll snuff out and you have charcloth. But I know you guys don't want to sit here and watch me do CPR on a pair of pants with some charred material on the inside, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the camera off, and I'll bring it back in and when we can actually use it. Alright guys, let's see what we got here. Now one thing to keep in mind doing it this way, it's kind of like a candle wick or a lamp wick. You don't get a complete char throughout the entirety of your material. Let's try to get this open without breaking it up. And as you can see, you actually inadvertently char some of whatever you're snuffing it out with as well. Alright. Let's get you closer here. Alright. As you can see, not all of it got charred, especially the top portion and the center portion that was held, or through the center portion of the stick to hold it on. Now, it's my understanding, and I'm no expert at this, I just did a bit of light reading on it, that basically they would use it as kind of like a candle wick. They would, the parts that are not charred, they would kind of char it as they go. Kind of like you would with a lamp wick. Sorry, I've been calling it a candle wick, it's a lamp wick. Now, another thing to mention is it's my understanding this was traditionally used with like a Hudson Bay type tobacco tin that has the glass lens in the top, which prevented them from charring their material inside that tin. It would obviously melt or break the glass out. So Anyway, let's adjust the camera and light some grass on fire. Now what you want to do, obviously, is pick a portion that is more like completed charcloth than the knot. Go ahead and put that in my tin. Get it out of the way. Using my broke up pair of jeans to keep this stuff off the damp ground. It started raining on me. And there we go. Flamage. Alright guys, well that's just my take on making charcloth with an improvised container or without a container, depending on how you want to look at it. Yeah, you use the rest of whatever material you're charring to snuff that ember out, so I guess that's kind of sort of a container, I don't know, but whatever. Anyway, and it was pretty cool looking back into this and seeing the historical uses or how they went about it a couple hundred years ago. But regardless, guys, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you found it helpful, and I guess I will see you next time.